Ever wish you had someone to tell you the truth about what it takes to run a successful business and live a fulfilling life? Well, amiguita, you've come to the right place. So grab your favorite cafecito or cocktail, your courage, and let's get to work. I'm Jenna Sabores, a therapist, business strategist, mindset coach for entrepreneurs, and a feisty Latina from Miami. And I'm determined to teach you the exact tools you need to stop settling and start kicking some serious derriere. What do you say? Are you in? Then let's get started. Welcome to Latinas Empowering Latinas podcast. Hey everyone. Today we are going to talk about the foundation of this podcast, which is mindset over matter. I want you to get ready for some jaw-dropping real talk today, my friends. I'm going to go into my thought process on mindset and how it's 80% of what it is that you need and 20% action to be successful. I didn't realize until I was much older that not everyone had the exact same experience growing up. Crazy, right? The truth of the matter is that not everybody was planted with the same seeds of inspiration, motivation, and determination that I was. I came from a long line of Cuban immigrants that were very proud, very stubborn, and very motivated to do more and want more. They were very humble, but they were very brave and very strong. I didn't know any differently. And one thing I can always remember was always feeling so supported in everything I did. Now, I know this is not the experience for everybody, and that's not a wound I'm trying to salt. But the reality is, and my point of bringing this up, is that there is so much power in what you believe in yourself and so much power in the support that you have from loved ones. My first very important tip is be mindful and be careful of who you keep around you, because they definitely feed into your perception of yourself, which can be really dangerous if you're surrounded by people that don't support and love you unconditionally. The other thing is this. As I mentioned, growing up, I always remembered my parents always preaching and telling me, you can do whatever you want to do and whatever you put your mind to, as long as you believe in that. You can be absolutely anything. You can do absolutely anything. There was never any doubt. However flighty that may seem for people as they listen to me, within their belief system, it was my truth. And I didn't realize that was everybody's truth until I became older, until I realized that not everybody had this unconditional support system. I am here because I am determined to let everybody know that your circumstances are part of your journey, but they do not define who you are. That it's within your power to shift that mindset. And we're going to start doing that today. So I want you to hear me very carefully. You can do and you can be anything you want. It is never too late. It is never too early. You are exactly where you need to be in order to get to where you want to be. The difference is how you feel about yourself, how much you believe in yourself, and how much you're willing to risk the fear of failure and the fear of hardship to get to where you want to be. But if you push through and you're resilient, doesn't mean that there won't be bumps in the road. But if you truly want something, the only person that can stop you is you. There's power in this truth, because if you are the person that's getting in your own way, you can move yourself out of it. But today it stops. The self-pity, the doubt, it stops today. That is the only way to get to the other side. I have a homework for you, an assignment. I want you to think about what it is that you've always wanted in your life and what you feel you've done to achieve that goal. And if at any moment you feel that it's not possible for you, I want you to restructure that mindset. And I want you to think about, if it was possible, because it is, what can you do to change that path? What can you implement today to make those things happen, to get closer to your goals? What can you do? I want to jump into your life and offer you some free and valuable information that will completely change your life. I'm going to lead by saying there's a powerful and strong message that you are meant to hear for the business you want to create and for you personally. One thing you should know about me is that I'm a take charge, go all in kind of girl. If I'm connecting with you, I'm going to talk to you, not at you. There are many things that we do and so many other things that we don't do that completely stunts our growth. We literally become so paralyzed by the fear of doing or saying the wrong thing or the fear of failure that we freeze, completely immobile. I'm not even going to ask if you can relate because I know you can. It's human nature. If your self-esteem is low, if your mindset is off, if you have imposter syndrome, if you don't feel ready, you don't feel good enough, you feel like someone else is doing it already or someone else is doing it better, your mindset needs some serious overhauling. If you're not in the right mindset, you will not be as successful as you were to be, as you were meant to be. I'm going to walk you through an exercise that I developed to start shifting your mindset and start taking action, because in life, it is mind over matter. If you're ready, we're going to get started. I want to challenge you to completely review this exercise, and I want you to let me know how it goes. And if you want to be bold, and I love bold, share your takeaways and I'll personally reply to each and every one of you that does. Now it's time to get over to some work. First things first is I want you to make a list, because I know there'll be more than one, of all the things that you're doing that stop you from growing your business and in your life. Example, if you're being self-conscious, if you're playing small, if you're listening to others, if you're trying to do all the things and are not focusing on the one thing that will get you to the next place. So again, I want you to make a list, and I really want you to take an inventory of everything that is taking time, energy, thought process away from you. What I've found with a lot of entrepreneurs is that everybody's trying to do everything. Everybody's trying to be in all the places, and they're on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter. And now we have Clubhouse, all amazing avenues to get to where you're going. But you have to think about it. If your energy is split between all of these different things, you're not focused on what you need to be focused on. So you are completely diluting the concept of being able to provide and produce. And you are so oftentimes consuming before you're even creating. And that is one of the huge hurdles. If everything I just said sounds like you, I really need you to take inventory and maybe pick one or two places that you really love to be present or you love to share your wisdom, and stick to that. And if you want to grow past that, you really need to think of the fact that everything that you say yes to means you are saying no to something else, whether it's your own growth or your business's growth or your family or time for you or a nap or watching TV or spending time with loved ones. Every single thing that you are plugging into is depleting emotional energy from you. And I need you to see that that is stopping you from growth, because you're giving and giving of yourself with not pouring back in. And this is emotionally, or it's even with time. Whew, that was hard, right? If you need to, I want you to pause this and create your list. Ready? Step 2. Now I want you to make a list of all the things that you're not doing that stop you from growing your business or your life, like not being consistent, not doing videos, not being authentic, not being genuine, not speaking up, not spending time with your family, not doing the things you love, not reading a book, not doing the things that is actually the reason that you started this to begin with. Like, you have to think about, why did you even start on the adventure you're on? And again, I do this in my practice. I'm a therapist. I'm a coach for entrepreneurs. So even if you're not an entrepreneur, I want you to think about, what in your life are you not feeling fulfilled in? Because I need you to see that everything that you just went through, that whole list of things you're pouring into, is keeping you from everything that you want. In order to do that, I need you to make that list. So even if it seems really simple, like getting a mani-pedi or writing that blog article or showing up and really connecting with others, or having the retreat you always wanted to host, or having that group you wanted to have, or starting that podcast you wanted to have so you can share your information with others. What is it that you want to do that you're not able to do because you feel like you don't have enough time, or there's not enough of you to go around, or you feel like you can't? Now, I want you to look at both lists and see how your, as my favorite saying, is getting in your own way. We all do it. This is going to take a lot of honesty. This is my style. I'm real. I don't like to waste time. I cut right to the chase because I want you to change. I want you to change the things that aren't serving you in your life. And I want you to really be present for yourself and really achieve everything that you want. The next step is I want you to come up with a solution, actionable step to replace each and every one of the things that you're choosing to do or not to do. I don't want you to skip this step, right? I really want you to understand how vital it is. If you don't follow through with this final step, the only thing you've done is convinced yourself that you're not good enough. And my friend, you're absolutely good enough. Now, you just have to believe in yourself more than I believe in you. It's time to get to work. I'll see you guys the next time around.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited you tuned in. The best way to find out the second a new episode is released and receive all the valuable tools and actionable steps I share is to subscribe to the podcast, so make sure you do that. Sending you so much love until next time. Bye.